and welcome to a shorter episode of Disco Elysium. Today, I don't know what I'm doing. We're just gonna see if I can find anything. Maybe we'll find my gun. Who knows? Maybe we'll talk to this little kid
Hello
again.
sir.
What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. It's that bad. Point to your head.
Crime is a deviation from the law, punishable by either a civil or criminal sentencing. It's what the law prevents.
Why would anyone want to read about crime?
It's exciting to people, I guess.
Oh, you're
They
one of
get
those.
to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way. The law, as I said.
You don't look much like a policeman.
Oh, well, fuck you. Well then, what does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little.
What's that mean?
You know, cut loose, raise hell, blow off steam.
And everything's better now, sir?
Yeah.
That's great, sir.
Is that sarcasm? I'm gonna take you down to the station. I got some words I need to... Okay. You know, nobody actually looks like the guy in the picture. That's just a stupid fantasy of a man.
She looks at Dick Mullen, frowning. He isn't even drawn right.
He isn't even drawn right. This is not how human shoulders work. The perspective is all wrong.
She examines the picture, trying to find whatever is wrong with it. She then shrugs and puts the book aside, unconvinced.
That's just no way to cop. I can do it way better than Dick Mullen.
Sure you can, sir. He's just a fictional character. He'll be no match for you.
Damn straight. Thank you.
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
The cover image of Dick Mullen seems to stare at you with harsh disapproval. Who's that? Points to the woman browsing books.
Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed.
She's your aunt?
No, sir. She's a working woman who comes to look at the books a lot.
Why is she distressed?
I think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful.
Okay, bye. See you around, Annette. God. Oh my, who's gonna talk to you? You were right that I'm a cockatoo.
Excuse me?
I went and read up on them, just like you said, and I even decided what kind of cockatoo I am. Wanna know?
I don't know. The most talkative one?
No, I'm the fuck-up-a-two.
The what now?
The fuck-up-a-two. It's the one who always fucks everything up.
No, you're not. Don't think that way. You're just a regular talkative cockatoo. And let's leave it at that, okay?
Maybe your children are missing?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, right. So, where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
Nanny, where are they?
They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
They're at home, right? Smoking cigs.
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Shamrock. There's nothing to worry about.
Oh, sure.
They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
Sure. Okay. I'm afraid the danger is now greater than ever. Tell me, how old are they?
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next month. But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
And can you describe me their appearance? Any features that stand out? Something to make identifying a little easier?
Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? That they're in Shamrock, safe and well, at some stupid party?
It's for the investigation. I'm trying to be professional.
There is no investigation here. I can tell you that.
Okay, it must be asked then. What are you doing here? Why are you pursuing this?
Because the
Is it a
electrochemistry
hunch?
told me to. Fine.
The woman
Bye.
before you nods.
God, that's Aunt Billy. Bitch. Can I talk to the kids again? Do you think they'll, like... Yeah, alright, whatever. Do you think these kids will say something to me? I wonder if there's a crate over here I can break. Maybe I can try to get into that building. Maybe they'll answer me this time.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
How do we get that lock open?
We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage,
Or, Lieutenant?
or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Let's go ask for the key. Let's do the right thing.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Fine. Fine. Okay, we're gonna go get the key. We're gonna open the trash can. It's probably gonna pop up. Yep, open trash container. There's a locked trash container behind the Whirling in Rags. The manager guard should have a key. Alternatively, you can use brute force to pry the lid open. You just need a pry bar. And you just need to cry more. Ha ha ha! Yeah! Got him. My bad. To the Whirling in. Alright. Fuck you, lady. Your kitchen's gonna open in about an hour. Is that trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Yeah, no shit. That's what I'm asking.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
Okay. Continue.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Ooh.
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I just felt this rage. I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
What if I told you I am a hobo? Or soon to be one rummaging through that trash? Will you keep me out too?
Yes.
Good call. So would I. Teach a man to fish.
I'm not a fishing teacher. That is not why we keep our trash locked. Any place with a kitchen does it. It's not political, I assure you.
What they all say.
Everything is political.
We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
Cause I'm a hobo. I just told you that.
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
By the way, I'm gonna sing karaoke here. We're gonna just put it right there on the table.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely not, Gart.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
I didn't know the game is allowed to read your mind, because that's exactly what I thought.
Your body is ready, sire.
Okay. Goodbye. Wait till I find that sad song. It's gonna be 32nd that Mars is the kill. Or anything off of Pet Sounds. So smart. Okay, here we go. To the dumpster.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Open the padlock with the key.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Something is gonna jump out, isn't it?
Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time
No.
to shine, Hobocop.
Nope.
Dive into that dumpster for extra content.
What's this?
Just the feeling. A warning from some part of you.
So if I open this, I'm gonna
The
jump in
smell
it.
of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Oh, like the whirling in rags. Okay, continue.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick at the rags. Pick at the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
I'm gonna grab him.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Noted.
Drop them in here, officer.
I'm gonna bag the trousers.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Bag the shirt.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
Do you think I would have found this like yesterday? Like on Monday? Not the next day? Probably.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
That's all I think.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Fine. Think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay. We're not gonna ask the kid.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
I'm gonna search the food waste. Maybe we'll find some teeth.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it out.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Continue.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this is.
It is. Look. The plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
What? You telling me I've been here before?
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
Someone from the whirling threw it in the trash? I don't know, I'm boring.
Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives.
Say nothing. Say less.
It will also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Anyway, where were we?
The lieutenant peers into the trash container where soggy cartons and rags stink uninvitedly.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
I just got a tutorial on day 2. I was not supposed to find this late in the fucking playthrough. I am just killing it right now. Yeah, we are not digging in Hobocop style. We're gonna close the
The
lid.
container sounds a muffled gong.
Wow. Wow.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Okay. Leave.
Wow, so someone's been a little boring.
What?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
What is this? Picking on me for being crazy enough? That's the least of my concerns.
No need to be defensive. The regularity, the brownness, the cut and dry have their appeal. very standard appeal.
Kim, am I boring?
You? I wouldn't worry about that.
Damn straight. Thank you, Kim.
See? You're so regular and vinyl brown, he doesn't even want to talk to you about it.
I like brown.
Of course you do. And maybe some black shoes or a pristine white shirt to go with that. It's official. My lord's copo type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
Yeah, no need. Let's keep that announcement on standby for now.
Good, good. Of course. To outright declare yourself something does seem a bit too interesting now, doesn't it? I won't trouble you any further.
Oh, I wish I had my gun. Oh, I hate this kid. But we're gonna just walk away. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else in this yard. Okay, I've already investigated the footsteps. I know that for sure. I'm gonna equip the crowbar. Let's see if I can get in here. Did I not equip it? Hold up. Oops. Buttons are hard. I forget which ones I need to do. Okay.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing materials.
No. Well, I'm intimidating with this crowbar in my hand, I promise. Okay, I really don't think there's anything else left back here except for to just beat Kuno's face in. Rude, rude, rude as all hell. I don't have enough words to describe my thoughts towards Kuno. And that's for the best. Alright, here's your keys.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key, Gart.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Well, I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Yeah, but we're talking about you here. Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Thanks. Let's talk about something else. Something else.
Yes?
Goodbye. Alright, let's see. Read your ledger and name the case. Finally, we're headed in the right direction. See, look, I get things done sometimes. Okay, let's go to my backpack and... Yep. Oh, God. It's still got a banana on it. This is the ledger you found in the trash. It's full of notes written in a man's dense cursive. Have a closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged to start keeping notes on the case?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper.
Same thing.
Desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
Next.
It's a metaphor for you.
Gross.
Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us.
I'm gonna inspect the papers first. Let's do the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
I wanna run my fingers across the aluminum.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Hey, Lieutenant, what is this?
What? That thing, it's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
Ah, how can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example,
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
That's all. Thank you.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Let's look at the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What is in there? What are they about?
Work, strife,
Oof.
poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
Sick.
It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Okay. Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
Oh, I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes. Don't you worry.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
Count the pages. I have to open official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely 1 more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Commit to paper.
Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this monumental event.
No matter, I'll just use the pencil.
Onto the paper with a brash free hand, uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Cross out the ones you've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the Citizens Militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
Wow, these are some crazy ones. Hold up. Shit on a stick. The setting sun. The Furies are at home in the mirror. Or the Hangman. Let's, The Furies are at home in the mirror.
Furies. Yes, well, I don't know. I have to be honest, I'm not experiencing the internal strife that it refers to. And also, could you make it less poetic somehow? Just a normal case name, you know? Think, what would that be? A good normal name.
How about the Hanged Man?
Yes, yes. You
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Finally! Yay! Yay! Shout out to us two. Yay!
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Nice. Got all this experience for it too. There's a mention of a naming convention here.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system.
We
A
went over that.
title, one might say even. One that draws
Oh my, they're written in
inspiration
capital
from-
letters
yes,
too.
all
Mhm.
caps.
Yeah, we already did
Others
this.
appear more.
Yep.
It's going to take an effort
Yep.
to piece these case files together, but it can be
I'm
done.
not inspecting these.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers.
You're welcome.
They're a little further from your nose now.
Okay, can I read the case files now? +1 for finishing the autopsy. Go me.
Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700. The
How
next world mural.
I didn't think he was going to read the parentheses. How long does it take to read a case?
It takes about half an hour to piece one together,
Dang.
using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
Do we really want to read all these? Yeah, let's do it.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads,
Okay.
"True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
Remove the mural. It is wrong.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us.
I must have voted and possibly even lobbied to remove the thing because I don't believe in that rubbish one bit.
No one cares what you believe in,
Oh, boy.
man with the smelly toilet ledger. What do you want to tackle next? Or
I
are
can-
we done?
I can revisit this. I'm gonna put the case files away.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Browse the yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out. A according to type of form.
What types of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Okay. Okay, let's
You
continue.
don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
I'm gonna close them.
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Alright, let's check out the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Let's shake it.
Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
Let's peek inside.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
I'm gonna open the hidden compartment. Let's do it. 42%.
Is not what you end up
Cool.
doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some, then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason.
Alright, let's smell it.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Put it away. Okay. Finally, the ledger. The ledger is found on day 2. Next is the gun. We will find my gun, my ID, my badge, all that kind of stuff. But it is now 1 o'clock. So that means we can go check out the kitchen. Where is it? Maybe it's not a task, but he told me I can go in there. That's when it opens up. So in the next episode, we're gonna just stop right here in the kitchen and pick it up there. Until the next time. San Pellegrino. San Pellegrino.